Hello, friends. As my canoe glides smoothly along the Tigris, the water carries me past the ruins of ancient ports and bustling trade hubs, and I can't help but imagine the bustling markets that once lined these riverbanks. You see, Mesopotamia wasn't just the cradle of civilization, it was also the cradle of capitalism, where merchants and traders turned rivers, deserts, and mountains into highways of wealth. Now, Mesopotamia's economy was powered by two things: fertile land and clever trade networks. With the Tigris and Euphrates providing water for irrigation, farming became the backbone of their economy. Mesopotamians grew barley, wheat, dates, and flax, and raised cattle, sheep, and goats. But farming alone doesn't make you rich, it just makes you full. To get wealthy, you need trade. And trade? Oh, the Mesopotamians were pros at it. Their cities like Ur, Babylon, and Mari became bustling commercial centers. Merchants would load up their goods onto boats, carts, and caravans and set off on long-distance trade routes. Scribes would record every transaction on cuneiform tablets, the ancient equivalent of keeping receipts. Now, imagine you're a Mesopotamian merchant. You've just loaded up your boat with wool, dates, and copper, and you're heading south. Where to? Dilmun, modern-day Bahrain, a major trading hub. There, you'd trade your goods for pearls, wood, and spices. But why stop there? Mesopotamian merchants were adventurous entrepreneurs. They ventured as far as Egypt, bringing back gold, linen, and papyrus. They even traded with the distant Indus Valley Civilization, exchanging textiles, ivory, and semi-precious stones. Yes, Mesopotamians were rocking Indus bling long before global fashion was a thing. And let's not forget about luxury goods. Mesopotamian elites weren't exactly minimalists. They wanted lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, cedarwood from Lebanon, and silver from Anatolia. Imagine the lavish parties, priests showing off their lapis amulets, nobles drinking from silver goblets, and the king casually leaning on a cedar throne. Because, thrones made of regular wood were just too common. But it wasn't all about glitz and glam. Mesopotamian trade also involved hard bargaining and risky ventures. Caravans traveling through the desert faced bandits, while ships braving the Persian Gulf risked storms. Yet the rewards were worth it. Successful merchants amassed serious wealth, sometimes rivaling the power of nobles. Now, you can't talk about Mesopotamian trade without mentioning their money system. They didn't have coins yet, so they used barter and silver as currency. Imagine trying to pay your taxes with goats and sacks of grain. That was everyday life in Mesopotamia. For larger transactions, they used weighed chunks of silver. And yes, the occasional shady merchant would shave off a little silver before weighing it. Ancient fraud? You bet. And here's a fun fact. Mesopotamians also invented the first loans and interest rates. If you borrowed 5 shekels of silver, you were expected to repay with interest. And if you couldn't, well, let's just say the creditors didn't offer friendly payment plans. Debtors could be sold into slavery. Yikes. As I drift past the ancient trading hubs, I can almost hear the shouts of merchants, the clink of weighed silver, and the laughter of sailors returning with exotic treasures. But while trade brought wealth, it was daily life that kept Mesopotamia running. The farmers, bakers, builders, and scribes who formed the backbone of society. In our next episode, we'll take a closer look at daily life in Mesopotamia, from the homes they lived in to the jobs they held. We'll explore their family structures, professions, and social hierarchy. Because let's be honest, even the guys who invented the first interest rates had to go home and cook dinner. Don't miss it.